All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the time has come. The Last of Us TV show. It's finally here. We got Pedro Pascal, we got Bella Ramsey, and we got a bunch of other people. And oh, Diego Luna's in this. I know that. You actually don't know anything. It's Gabriel Luna, not Diego Luna. Diego Luna is Andor. I also did an Andor reaction. Check that out. Check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4? Ghost Rider. Pretty cool stuff. Before we get started with the reaction to The Last of Us Episode 1, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Stay around to the end because after the reaction, right after the reaction, for the discussion about the episode, my friend Demoy will be joining me because he's a huge The Last of Us fan. He's watched this first episode. I think he actually told me to prepare for the video that he's about to watch for the third time. So you can already say that he watched this episode 3 times already. Also, I am playing the game, so it's kind of a fun little thing we got going on this channel right now where I'm playing the game for the first time ever and I'm watching the show for the first time ever. So we got tons of The Last of Us content here. We got the show, we got the game. I'm almost done the game. I think I'm almost done the game. I've played enough of the game to kind of be in the lore now, I think. I haven't finished the first game yet, so no spoilers. But I'm pretty far into the game, even though if you look at the channel, the recordings, the videos might actually be behind to where I am in real life right now as I'm recording this. But I'm excited, man. I'm super excited. If you haven't played the game, I'm gonna try my best not to spoil a lot of things with the reaction.
That's our show. No, mankind has been at war with the virus.
That's so funny I mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 because he's in it. He's one of the main characters in that season.
That infects insects, gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain and then floods it with hallucinogens, thus bending the ant's mind.
This is really interesting.
It doesn't let its victim die, no. It keeps its puppet alive by preventing decomposition. And currently, there are no reasons for fungi to evolve to be able to withstand higher temperatures. But what if that were to change? The world were to get slightly warmer.
Ah. Oh, we're doing all kinds of political commentary here. Shit.
Billions of puppets with poisoned minds, permanently fixed on one unifying goal: to spread the infection to every last human alive.
So if that happens...
Wow, he really knows his shit.
We lose.
This is 1968. I think that was a great addition to what the game didn't have. Like that explanation, that breakdown. They were also able to use that to touch on, I guess, the commentary that they wanted to touch upon. I mean, climate change, pandemics. The show was filmed, I believe, during kind of the end of the COVID pandemic. But, I mean, we've all lived through a pandemic. Like, hearing some of this stuff is crazy. And I love hearing the guitar. Let's go. Come on. Cool.
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes. I swear.
Happy birthday, Joel.
You get your homework done? Fractions?
You killed that. Fractions. Haha.
Enough for Uncle Tommy?
I would have been.
Oh shit, Tommy.
Hey, you still alive, you old fucker?
Today.
Oh no, I'd be done by 9. By 9, right? Yeah.
Construction workers. I'm liking the way Pedro sounds as Joel.
Your t-shirt's inside out.
I thought it was. That's a funny little detail. I was looking at it the entire time like, is it? Or is that just it's a shirt that I don't get? Cool switchblade.
I could come by after school, but just for like a little bit.
She'll take what you got. Y'all want some biscuits?
Dad,
No.
you love biscuits.
No, we're okay, thank you. Oh, what the f...
You gotta run, but Sarah will be by later. She'll stay as long as you want.
They got a fun relationship. Austin, Texas, September 26th. I was born in September. I get excited when I see September in shows, movies. What was that about? Hella clocks everywhere. Do any of them tell the right time?
مشان تسمع we're done for today.
It's 3:15. We close at 7.
كنت عم بحكي على التليفون.
Thank you.
You should go home.
Okay. What? I mean, is there a point in sitting here and pretending like I'm confused of what's about to happen? If you're tuning into this, get ready.
People out there need to get right with Jesus. 3 nails plus 1 cross equals 4 given.
Jesus ain't helping us here. This is all like really fascinating, and I guess this is the first example of how the show is going to be different from the game, as in like what are they adding? Because I've heard that the show is supposed to be very one-to-one to the game, but it's not going to be a straight retelling. They're going to add things to the story, which makes sense. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Do you see that back there? Oh God. What a beautiful day today out, huh? Beautiful September day. Okay. Fighter jets on a random day. Always nice to see. Good news. That means good news. Hey,
locked the door
if you haven't
for
played
once.
the game, I think
Good
this
job.
is exactly where the game starts. So if you wanted to get like a timeline.
Did you?
What?
I don't hear anything.
That was lame.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I still hardcore drugs. Borrowed from the Adlers.
Oh, this is the one with the deleted scenes.
Yeah. Imagine how bad those have to be.
Yeah?
But I'm in jail.
God damn it.
What's my fault this time?
He's in jail? Tommy's in jail?
It's Friday. You don't get me out tonight. I'm in here all weekend.
Shit.
It's a fucking madhouse, Joe.
Not a great time, man. Been a couple hours. Oh! Oh! Oh, God. I think seeing that national... Oh, God. I think seeing that warning on the TV is like one of the scariest things ever. Hey, Sarah? That's not a good idea, Sarah.
Come on, let's get you home.
No, Sarah. No. No. She's out of her wheelchair.
Mrs. Adler?
Oh, God, that's gnarly. What's that in her mouth? Oh, God. Run, Sarah, run!
Get in the truck! Right now!
Up, rip. Good hit. Solid hit. Let's go. We gotta go.
Joel!
This is
Denise,
riveting.
get back inside the house!
Yes! Yes!
Get your seatbelt on.
Perfect. Yes. No, don't. What are you doing? The camera inside the truck. Perfect. Perfect. Shit's on fire. Wow.
But you'd have to go a lot, right?
We're fine, trust me.
I'd be Sarah in this situation. I'd be like, am I infected? Am I fucked? Like,
Got a kid, Joe. So do we. Keep driving.
We could put you in the back.
brutal.
Somebody else will come along.
Brutal, but fuck.
Shit!
Shit.
Fucking army.
The
Isn't that
military.
good?
It's good for them.
Mexico. Just far. As far as we can. How much gas?
3/4 tank.
Thinks Mexico's a safe bet? Alright.
Maybe it's everywhere.
Sarah? Sarah? Shh. Shh. No bad news, Sarah, okay? Not right now. Oh! Oh, that's awesome. That camera being inside the truck is wonderful. It's wonderful. Nope. Okay. That's a plane. That's a plane. That's a plane. Oh! What the fuck was that? That was a piece of a plane that just flew into the truck? God damn. The intro so far, pretty accurate to the game. They're changing a few things here, but I'm loving their changes.
Get off the street! Head to the river, I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe, go!
You don't look anywhere else.
Go. Go, Joe. Oh, God. Fuck off. Go away. Go away. Go away. I don't want this. Shit, he's fast. That motherfucker's fast. Okay.
My daughter's hurt. Her ankle. Stop right there.
It's a soldier. That's not Tommy. Thought that was gonna be Tommy.
We're not sick. We are not sick!
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I'm sorry. Please don't.
Fuck off.
No. No, no, no.
Oh, not this again. And not in a TV show. Oh.
I know, baby. I know. I know it hurts. You're gonna be okay. All right. Baby, listen to me. I know. Tommy, help me! Joe, come on, baby girl.
Holy shit. Wow. This kid's moving like a zombie. Woo! Austin.
How did you get this?
Oh, it's red.
And toys? As many as you want to play with.
This actress is good. You can see the pain in her.
You're safe.
You can see she's about to cry. Oh god, these are kids. This Tess? Why, you guys know him? Yo, Pedro looks good as Old Man Joel. Fireflies. Well, we're back to medieval days, just public hangings. Nice, cool, cigarettes.
Oxy? Hydro.
How old?
3 months.
From Atlanta?
I don't know where he gets them from. I just know they're real.
This guy just traded in his meal rations for drugs. Interesting.
Do yourself a favor. Stay off the streets for the next few nights. Fucking Firefly's been blowing shit up all week.
This guy's about to die to the Fireflies, probably. Look for the light.
What about your guy? Because when he shoots you, I mean, put yourself in my shoes.
Like, he answers to me.
Oh, are you guys scared of Joel? Because I would be. Joel is not to be fucked with. We good, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh! That came out of nowhere. That man was blown off the chair. Alright, the fact that she survived that, this woman is impenetrable. Oh. Yeah, how do you differentiate? I mean, I guess these soldiers are just fucking idiots. How do they differentiate between who's a Firefly and who's not? There she is. Ellie.
1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck you.
Good job. That was, you passed. Flying colors.
State your name. Slowly. Veronica. Same as yesterday.
Oh, Veronica.
Let me out or you're gonna pay, motherfuckers!
She really put a lot of emphasis on that. Fuckers.
If Tommy responded, we'd know.
And you're talking to the tower.
Every day.
Oh, they're waiting for Tommy to reply. Interesting.
Joel, it's in Wyoming.
I can
this open
go.
Country?
Boston to Wyoming? Doable.
Out there, I hear everything on this. There are raiders. There are slavers.
But you're sure Tommy's okay?
Joel is not messing around on this show. He's just moving. Oh, and he's popping pills too. What has your life become, Joel? What has your life become?
It's a miracle you're alive.
It's a miracle any of us are alive.
It is kind of a miracle that she's alive. That bomb blew up kind of close.
No, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him.
Yes, sir. Got you. Marlene? Is that you?
People are asking what's going on, and I don't know what to tell them.
Tell them to follow fucking orders.
Okay, Marlene. Goddamn. All right.
Are we beating Fedra here? Are the Fireflies beating Fedra anywhere? Rebellion takes time. You fight for 20 years and you get nowhere, you're not a rebellion. Just spray paint.
Yeah, why? I was wondering, why the hell did they spray paint that? Like, it makes no sense. Like, what if they break in and they're like, I wonder if this is the Fireflies place, and they're like, oh, there's a sign. Yeah, it is. I'm at the right spot.
We're taking that random girl locked in that room west.
All of the Fireflies are about to go west. Like a convoy. That actually sounds nice. Strength in numbers.
If you're feeling lost.
You tell me to look for the light and I'll break your jaw.
I mean, we can take the subway tunnel under Haymarket, get into the building from below, and take Robert by surprise.
I did not like the subways in the game. Did not like when I was down there. Is that the same switchblade Sarah has? Sarah had? Did she like find it? There's no way, right?
They put me there when I was a baby. It's for orphans.
They didn't put you there. I did. Ellie.
Whoa. Marlene.
You're my fucking mom or something?
I look like your mom?
No, not really.
What I'm about to tell you cannot be repeated to anyone.
Okay, I'm listening. Got you. I'm listening, Marlene. Oh, don't cut away. I was all ears.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that looks great. The tongues are really interesting. I think it's because to really continue the whole fungi thing, the tongues I noticed were just like little funguses, I guess. Robert? Robert, that you? Oh, it's the Fireflies place. There's a battery. Relax! Wow, she went flying.
So this is who Robert screwed us over with? The Che Guevara of Boston? I mean, war must be going pretty shitty for you to be buying from scumbags.
Che Guevara.
You're the cause of it. You turned my own brother against me.
Okay, Joe. There's a lot of gunfire. Fedra's gonna be on the way. So now I'm thinking, you're gonna do it.
The hell
I'm not
we
going
are.
with them.
Let me take her. Then do it.
Kim, you don't have a fucking ear on your fucking head, could you please?
Oh god, I didn't even really she didn't have an ear.
Firefly vehicle usually means repurposed Fedra stuff. So better than decent chance making it to Tommy in one of those.
Y'all talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
If not, we kill her, there and then.
Deal.
Really? That fast?
You are all that matters. My team will not jeopardize that.
Don't fuck this up.
Try my best. Please. The Kim thing, not having an ear, was hilarious. The Converse, baby! Let's go.
So, who's Bill and Frank?
Oh, Bill and Frank.
The radio's a smuggling code, right? Your watch is broken.
Yeah, thanks. This is a traumatic experience for me. The watch means a lot to me, okay? That was an interesting shot. He looked like he was in a video game for a second. Man, I'm just saying bullshit at this point.
But you know where to go. So we're gonna be okay.
She's scared. Understandably.
Like, wake me up before you go?
Wake me up before you go.
Gotcha. 80s means trouble. Holy shit.
Ellie, get down.
I'm actually outside.
Ellie, get the fuck down. I hope you guys are better at stealth than I am, because in the game, I blast through everything. I make so much noise, I don't know how to be stealthy at all. What this show is great at so far is tension building, I think.
What the hell?
Hey, don't move!
I swear that was the sound effect from when you get captured in the game.
All off. Risk my job for half off.
Get
Out of
the
your fucking mind.
Hey, you're dead. You could have had it all, buddy. But you decided to be an idiot. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, he's going in. Uh-oh.
No, I'm not sick.
No!
I am not. This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. Just as look at the old to you.
Nice. 80s, 70s. What is that? Probably 80s, right? That definitely means something. Oh, that looks wonderful. I'm gonna keep this very brief because we actually got to get to the discussion with my buddy here. Yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. Honestly, I'm so glad I started playing the game before I started watching this show because, like, yeah, it was just so cool seeing like stuff from the game, and the show is pretty 1-to-1 to the game for a lot of stuff. They've changed a few things, cut a few corners. That it makes sense to cut a few corners because there's some areas where, as you're playing the game, you're playing as Joel and you're like moving the character around. So the show cut around that a little bit, saves time. I think that works very well. I think they cut what they showed so far in this episode. And this is the opening episode, so they really need to show how this show is different and similar to the game. Because what I was thinking also is, yeah, the story of The Last of Us is really good, of the game that is. But there's a lot of times when you are playing as Joel or Ellie, so how are they going to cut around the gameplay parts? And I think what this episode has shown so far is that the creators know when to cut to save time, when to move the story along, and they know when to like use the show to like expand on some moments. I think they played the title too early. I would have loved them to do how the game did it, where right after Sarah's death, just before the 20-year jump, boom, title, Last of Us. I think that would have been dope. Just a minor little nitpick about this episode. Alright, so for the rest of the discussion, we will now move it on to Demoy. So, we have my friend Demoy here on today. He wanted to come on and talk about the show. He's a huge fan of the game. When I posted on my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I posted on my Instagram that I started playing the game to prepare for the show like 2 weeks ago. He was the first one to reach out to me to be like, yo, enjoy the game. It's super fun. And we talked like how excited we were about the show a little bit. And the more I started playing the game, I started reaching out to Demoy more, and we started talking more about the game and the show and stuff. So Demoy, how you doing?
Hey Raheem, how's everything, man? Yo, I'm glad you are enjoying that game, and I think we all were excited for this show. I'm excited to talk about it with you, bro.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, actually, Demoy, this is his second time on the channel. His first time was a few years ago. It's one of the most unique videos, one of the most unique reviews I've ever done. It's for a short film that he did that he asked me to review. If you guys ever wonder what that green box in the background is, it's actually his movie. It's in the box.
I've seen it in the background, bro.
Yeah, it's his movie that's in the box in there. So yeah, well, let's just hop into the first episode here. The first episode, one of the things that they added that was not in the game is the 1960 like plot there with the scientists talking on the show. What did you think about that?
Man, I thought it was super detailed in like setting up the world of The Last of Us, because in the game, the original story, we kind of just are diving head on into it. We don't really get the explanation of why or when it happened. Mm-hmm. So for newer viewers coming into this experience and seeing that as the introduction is super impactful. And I feel like, in the time that we are in now, I feel like it's a great introduction to just another apocalyptic / zombie type, work of art.
I mean, you say like the time, it's because they made such a good relation to the time that we live in now, because they use that to comment on like the pandemic, because at that point they know that the whole world has lived through a pandemic, so they had some conversation about a pandemic. But they also touched upon like climate change and stuff like that, and how fungi will evolve, if the planet gets warmer. And apparently that's science talk. The scary part about it is that it's fairly accurate. Fungi does do that. Yeah. So that's what's scary about it. But then I thought it was really good to get that information, because now we know how the zombies in this world operate. Because as we saw like with the grandma, we saw some zombies. They got fungi like coming out of their mouths at that point. And I know you noticed something fun that they did with like the audio.
I think that the actual fungi coming out of their mouth is super awesome, because we don't really get to experience that in the game. And like internally you can literally hear the infection in their lungs when they're breathing. Like their breathing is compressed, and you could just hear all of that stuff in their lungs, and it just makes me feel so uncomfortable, bro. But I think that was a great stylistic choice by the art team to do all of that. The sound, the mouth, everything.
Yeah, I think the visuals make these zombies, because like I think every show and every movie wants to be like, how can we make our zombies unique and different from everybody else that does zombies? And I would say in the game, the zombies in the game feel kind of, I mean, they feel like zombies. Yeah, there's some like unique versions of them, like, you know, we'll get to clickers eventually and stuff like that, like they evolve. But the regular zombies are just kind of, they look like scary zombies. But this one having like the fungi coming out of the mouth, I thought was really cool. And yeah, you did point out the noise. So when I was editing the reaction, and when I edited the reaction, I pretty much rewatched the episode. I did notice that when the grandma starts breathing, her breath sounds like there's something like in her throat, basically.
Dude, it's crazy to think about. And like you said, seeing them for face value, as a digital image is one thing, but when you see like a live action person, and
live action makes everything scarier. Yeah,
right. I'm interested to see how they transform. You know.
Yes, and these zombies are fast zombies, which are scary. I think the world is kind of used to The Walking Dead dominating the zombie market recently. And those zombies, because The Walking Dead was going on for so long, it also got very stale, and they're really slow and sluggish. But these zombies, fast zombies, are terrifying. When they run at you, it's not nice.
It reminded me of that opening scene in like 28 Weeks Later, when they're like running from the farmhouse, and they're like running at top speed. The diner scene, when no, I'm jumping a little ahead, but when Joel was running from the zombie and he was just throwing himself through the diner, man, I was shook.
And one of the things they expand on is Sarah. We spent the entire first day with her.
First off, you know, the young actress who played her, she was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Throughout her whole little segment that she had.
Phenomenal.
She's actually the daughter of Maeve. I forget her name at the moment. Parker's her last name. Maeve from Westworld. But she killed it. I think that actually showing what she did on Breakout Day was, again, adding to the world building that the opening dialogue made. And it was kind of interesting to see how she went and got the watch fixed, and then she visited the neighbors to get that DVD. You know, that'll be important later, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But she was just really being a little girl, you know, not expecting this of the world, and the world eventually fails her. You know what I mean? In more than one way.
It is interesting. You say like she is like just, you know, she's just a little girl going to school and stuff. The adults around her in the watch lady at the store was like, we're closing, like we're done here. You know, the adults are the cops, the firemen, they're doing something else. And she is just a kid, just like many kids probably in her world, just going to school being like, oh, what's going on out there? Like the police are out there a lot.
On that third watch, it made me I came to the realization that, like, you know, I feel like this set the tone for like the next 20 episodes. Like, hey, even this little girl can meet this type of fate in this type of world. Because usually if it starts out like that, the kid, you know, he makes it through and he survives and he saves the day, but not in Last of Us.
No, not in The Last of Us. What did you think about some other additions like Tommy?
Yeah, man, Tommy's one of my favorite characters. If not, he's like top 2 characters for me in this like series trilogy thing. And I think that, you know, he really did a great job of playing Tommy. This episode, you know, the beginning I was unsure, but then like by the end of the episode I was sold.
And Pedro, I mean, yeah, it's his year, 2023. We got The Mandalorian coming out in just a month. Yes. And he's Joel in The Last of Us. Like it's great.
Man. He looks great as Joel, man. I wasn't sure who they were gonna get, but he
In the beginning, it was like, oh, Pedro's like when they're doing the iconic intro, right? He's running with Sarah. That whole first day, I was like, you know, this is Pedro, and Pedro's great. But then the 20-year jump happens, and you like see old man Joel.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay, he's Joel here.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
definitely the hardened Mandalorian alternate universe. You know.
Obviously, you know, the break happens, and we're in the truck, the iconic truck scene, and it's filmed like the game. There's a lot of similar angles, like with the house that's on fire. when they stop at a highway sign and they go right, like it's straight up from the game. Those specific moments.
Yeah, it was on the opposite side. It was on the opposite side.
House.
Who knows?
Yeah,
that might be a location thing, though.
Probably
because to burn a house, very tough Karski.
it was probably CG, most likely, that fire, right?
True,
it has to be. They wouldn't burn a house. Maybe they burn like a model.
If it was Christopher Nolan, he's burning that house.
Oh no, he's burning that house. Chris is burning that house. Chris is getting that house on fire.
I'm gonna say, like, man, the cinematography and the camera work in this show is just spot on. Like, I was watching it and I was talking to my friends, and I'm like, bro, they had to have spent like over 15 million to get this episode done because it's shot perfectly. Like, they go from, these amazing wide shots that are more stable, then they go to this handheld, kind of shaky third person kind of view, like reminiscent of the game. Yeah. But like when you get in that car and you see the panning around, and then you see the back seat, and you see the things that are happening in the background and the foreground.
The plane sequence is like, that was incredible. Just first of all, the planes flying over them and making like really loud noises, and then Sarah turns around and there's more planes. Like the one plane flies over them, but then you realize there's more of them, and then the plane crash was incredible visually. Mm-hmm. Sound design was also great, I thought, on that. Like it's a big boom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I don't know how you felt, but Sarah's death, I preferred in the show. I was legit fighting back tears watching it. That was great. Yeah. Great job by the two actors, like we say. They killed it, no pun intended. In the game, it was like sad. It was sad, but in the show when I was watching in live action, I was straight up fighting back tears here.
Yeah, bro. I think that's because we spent the day with her. And in the game, we kind of just was like, all right, this is her. She's in the house.
Yeah.
And we didn't care as much, but, like, we got, like, a good 30, 20 minutes with her before. And, like I said, she was so innocent seeming. So.
Yeah.
But her mom's a great actress, so, yeah, she's doing it.
She was great. And on the topic of Ellie, let's get to Bella Ramsey as Ellie. What'd you think of Bella Ramsey taking on Ellie here?
I think she's great, man. I was concerned at first. I thought she was gonna be very like docile and like, oh, I'm going to turn into Ellie eventually. But she comes out swinging, bro. And to what you were saying about the difference between her and Sarah, I think like they're like mirrors, like the opposites of each other. Where like Sarah worries about like, hey, I might be sick. Everyone else might be sick, but Ellie's, she's. I'm not gonna say anything that we don't know, but she's like, maybe I'm different. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Because I'm this way, like the world is just messed up. You know what I mean?
I thought there was a bit of a difference between her in the game and her in the show, and that is, in the game she's more nicer, even off the get go. Like usually it's like she might be rough, and then she warms up to like Joel, for example, and she becomes nicer. In the game, what surprised me actually, she was much nicer off the start, and she kind of kept it that way. Maybe she actually got rougher and angrier at the world as the game kept going. In this show, she's kind of dropping F-bombs and like she's still nice, but a bit more rougher.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not even gonna say nothing. You're gonna see it.
And I mean, the funniest joke I gotta say was when Marlene told Kim to shut up because she doesn't have an ear on her head, and then it shows Kim. Shit. And she straight up doesn't have an ear. That was the funniest thing.
Yeah,
that was so
Tyson
funny.
Got to her.
Yeah, really enjoyed that.
But no, they all look great, man. Like, and when it comes to like character detail or like character appearance, like I feel like the stylistics of everything was on point. The things that they wore, the details of like their weapons or like the rooms or like the spaces that they were in. Art department.
Oh, it's on fire. Those sets. Boston 2023, that set was incredible. That post-apocalyptic quarantine zone. Oh my god. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And go ahead.
I was just going to say that actually the actress who played Marlene was Marlene in the game. So
yeah. Okay, there we go.
It's one I think all kind of the big players in the game got roles in the show. Some of them got smaller roles, but she got to play her own character.
I just want to shout out Tess is a real G. She took that explosion like it was nothing.
Tess ate that.
That walked out.
That woman's what the hell?
Like,
the guy next to her died, and she survived that. That was incredible. Did you know? As soon as we met that guard when they traded cigarettes, when Pedro traded cigarettes with him, did you know that he was going to be there at the end?
No, I didn't expect that at all. I honestly just thought he was just going to have some type of like role later, but not that one.
Yeah. I thought it's also because I played the video game recently, so I remember like the small details. I just knew as soon as he said, stay off the streets, like at nights it can get rough. I was like, oh, like when they escape tonight, he's gonna be the guard, because they're in the game. There's 2 guards that catch them,
right? And they don't have that detail of like him meeting another guard. I think it was just like a regular person, right? No,
I think. In the game, yeah, they just met like random guards caught them. But also, this is where it expands the world, right? Like when he meets that guard, it's more personal now, and the guard pulls out a gun on him, and he tries to blackmail him, and then Joel beats the fuck out of him, like literally beats the life out of him. Yeah, that was brutal. It's a brutal side of Joel.
Yeah, no, it was awesome because I enjoy also the flashback that happens. You know, it kind of shows.
Oh, that was great editing. Great editing.
Yeah, and to do all of that in one episode, come on, man. What do we do? What are we talking about? Usually that'll take Walking Dead like a week.
Wonderful use of hour and 90 minutes almost. That was a wonderful use of that time. Yeah, and I'm interested to see how Pedro takes on like the savage Joel, I guess, because we saw like a glimpse of it of him absolutely killing that guy with just his bare hands. So I'm interested to see how throughout their journey, and they will face, as we know from the game, they will face harder difficulties. You know, moving on. How many?
We saw that one clicker in the room that was not clicker. I'm sorry, that one exploded zombie on the wall. That was pretty,
yes. Yeah, that looked man, disgusting.
I feel like that was some foreshadowing there.
There's gonna be some really disgusting, like the zombie. How do you think they're gonna approach like clickers for? Because we're definitely gonna see clickers next episode. How do you think they're gonna approach them? Like practical or visual?
Or visual definitely. There's gonna be somebody under that thing, and I feel like it's gonna be some type of like prosthetic and like
blend of both.
Maybe some additional VFX, because from seeing the fungus out of their mouth, like, we can't see a clicker and it not have some weird thing happening with it, you know. And I know that they have like a listening or focus mode in the game. I wonder if like we're gonna see any perspective of the infected searching, like, you know, like the clickers who can't see, but they can like sonically dolphin eyes things. I wonder if we're gonna see like a perspective from them. You know,
clickers are bullshit in the game. They said that they only hear you. I will just stand next to them and not move, and I'll get spotted. I'm like, what are you hearing here? I'm not doing anything. That was bullshit. I hate.
They're like dolphins, bro. They're like zombie dolphins. They do the sonar thing. Like if you get too close, they can sonically like map you out.
I think also this first episode showed that they know how to handle tension building very well, which will definitely, like, Last of Us is a very stealth game, even though I'm really bad at stealth. Check out my playthrough, just plugging that in. But I'm really bad at stealth, but it's a very stealth game, so we'll see how they translate that stealth and tension building into the rest of the show, as now our characters are outside of the quarantine zone and heading to what looks like an incredible fallen Boston, I guess, the rest of the Boston area. That looked great.
I'm excited for episode 2, man.
You excited for episode 2? Yeah.
Couple more days away. A whole week, actually. We got a couple more. We got like 5-6 days till. When you do finish your first playthrough of Last of Us and you go on to part 2, you will be thoroughly impressed on that intro. Trust me. That's all I'm saying.
I'm excited.
Thoroughly impressed.
I'm excited. So yeah, that was kind of our little chit chat about the first mega episode of The Last of Us. Super dope. Both enjoyed it. I'm excited. We're excited for the rest, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Anything
Thank
you want
you for having me, bro.
No problem. Anything you want to shout out?
Man. You know, keeping it simple. You guys can follow me on the internet. I'm Demoy.m everywhere else. My YouTube channel is Leighton Films. .us.
Links in the description.
Right,
Links in
there
the
we
description.
Go. Links in the description.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around if you stuck around to the discussion at the end. Let me know if you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know how excited are you for the rest of this season. And if you're a big Last of Us fan, are you satisfied? You probably are. I mean, the majority of reception here is that fans are happy, so that's good. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.